Hello viewers, this is Sktv'S and you're watching Afternoon English News. The headlines first. Kuki Human Rights Council demands 10 Kuki MLAs in Manipur to step down. Says their resignations are necessary to push for separate administration demand. Movement of vehicles and commuters hindered along Mayailambi as Mayailambi Apunballup called for indefinite bandh against non-repair of this crucial road. And Manipur police bus an illicit liquor factory in Phayeng arrests 7 individuals. And here are the details. Kuki Human Rights Council KHRC has called on 10 Kuki MLAs in Manipur to step down from the assembly, saying their resignations are necessary to push the community's demand for a separate administration. In a statement issued today, KHRC said MLAs Letpao Haukip, Nemsa Kipgen, Kimnyo Hangshing, Wungzagin Warte, Lalyangmang Khaute, Chinglunthang Manlun, Paulian Lal Haukip, Ngusanglur Sanate Lezzamang Haukip and Haukulet Kipgen must take a clear stand at a time when the community continues to reel from the ethnic violence that began in May 2023. In the statement, KHRC argued that remaining in the assembly sends the wrong message to Kuki public. While asserting that the community wants action, not statements, KHRC maintained that the Kuki and Meitei communities have been living separately since the 2023 conflict and that the MLAs have a responsibility to reflect that reality in their political decisions. According to the KHRC, the resignations would signal unity and strengthen ongoing demands for a political arrangement that guarantees the community's security and rights. It urged the legislators to put the people's interest first and warned that the Kuki public would judge them on the choices they make now. The indefinite blockade being imposed by Mayailambi Apunballup along Mayailambi Road has affected normal life along the National Highway 137A. Notably, the loop called the indefinite blockade in protest against the government's failure to repair the road despite repeated assurance. During the blockade, shops and other business establishments along the National Highway section remained shut. Commuters faced immense disruptions as locals blocked several locations with sandbags, boulders and sit-ins, forcing many to turn back or find alternate routes. However, essential services, press and religious functions are exempt from the purview of the blockade. Speaking on the sidelines, Bandh supporters aid the inconveniences faced by the locals and commuters due to the government's failure to repair the dilapidated road section. They asserted that the road section has become prone to accidents and posed serious health threats to the locals and commuters due to the release of large amount of dust. The protesters added that they will not lift the blockade unless the demand is met.
Bansi lambi exam druk tawani lambi sem na koi sem na ban bok chatha jagani akoi kai no haibada tasina lambi si seme adu akoi ban tawra matu lambi no sem matu no alaga tokiba aduna balek to lambi sem ban tawdra lambi sem do gi phio ma lakpa maramna akoi ban ton na lambi sem mi phio da akoi masi chatha jari balasi akoi makha ta chatha jagani ni si
lambi si chapa yadana yamna nuai taw mayam di lebedagi koi hana press no ro thwe kan khonging changel ni ajana tang kuni thoi November ki tang kuni thoi 2025 sida koi akan khonging changel pani aduna hoji ai koi mai bel sing mai bai bi mai bang sing kalap ki koi ki thongjau thawal lep awang le kai ki thongjau kai thi macha gi sidi da koi ban tawri aduna koi mayam abun balu bi ji mayam ma yaw ga koi ban tawri aduna ban ji koi lambi sembi je bokti koi deptana koi ban di tawgani ana koi mayam warem na.
On the other hand, Imphal Cycle Road Joint Development Committee has warned of launching agitations if the Imphal Cycle Road is not repaired within 15 days. The committee's convener T. Somorjed made the announcement at a press meet held at the office of Yangdong Youth Development Association today. He further criticized the government's inaction despite repeated appeals to the governor. Highlighting the current status of the road, Somorjed maintained that plying of overloaded trucks, government and paramilitary vehicles have worsened the road, causing dust-related health issues for locals and increasing accident risks. Somorjed added that the committee will submit an ultimatum to Manipur Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla in this regard today.
Kurai amadi akun mukungi lonaba hantaki ising isaugi Imphal tureni kaideba river sigi aduda leramba akugi brisi ising isaugi matamdu sendagi dana pang sanana ba hujik nung chenaba khara haijalaga yamna khuba mawongda hujiksu thambiriba adu ising isaududi kuigre loigiba tasengna Imphal cycle route da leiriba government gi loising sing haitare leiriba mayam se akogi dolai thabi dam bresta leiriba adigi deploy toriba security personnel sing asigi satok sasingi ka henba Haibra untra nimpu yamana ahing nungtin khaktana pung kumri chupna adugumba lambi overloading oiba akoi vehicle jingduna maseng naidan chatpadagi lambi ji automatic film sokibine habisi parjamyam na khangbire Imphal Cycle Road Joint Development Committee gi maigi dagi akoi thajariba numit ngasi dagi na numit 15 ni sigi manungda government gi matam gi thomising amadi makoi gi officer sing laga sembini haina ta tobuse tobidabi numit 15 ni sigi manungda Suksoi soidana Imphal Cycle Road ki film si yam phajaba mangda black topping tobir ka sembiu aduga karigumba sembi da tholagadi maduda praja miyamga apunba committee ga akoni ihoma lakpadu da apapadak dai da kudumaksi okogi lengak na pubi tare masi mai clear ka tawjage.
Manipur police on November 20 busted an unauthorized liquor manufacturing unit set up at Phayeng Bazaar in Imphal West district and arrested 7 individuals involved in the illegal activity. The arrested persons are identified as Chingakam Bihari of Kadamtala, Dibong in Jiribam district, Madhav Lahon of Borbali Gaon, Chandan Lahon of Barbil, Buddheshwar Nyog of Dibrugarh, Bimal Nyog of Gilia, Hemant Nyog of Dhemaji and Tilak Nyog of Giluba, Dhemaji in Assam. Police also seized several items used in manufacturing liquor from their possession, including multiple steel drums of 200 liters filled with alcohol like liquid, bottling machines and equipment, pressure gauges, plastic drums filled with alcohol scented liquid, empty barrels, empty bottles without labels, label stickers printed with McDowell, huge bundles of small carton boxes printed with Iconic and McDowell, various chemicals, a big packet containing bottle covers printed with McDowell, and a red mini truck used for transportation. Unidentified miscreants have reportedly torched a bundle of paddy crops that were collected from about 1 hectare paddy field for threshing at Hundabi Lokol in Lamshang Mayalekai. The paddy belonged to one 51-year-old Thangjam Mahabir of Lamshang Khunau Haibung Popi. According to Mahabir, he found out about the fire incident at around 5:30 am today. He then informed Lamshang Police and Fire Service, who later arrived at the site and tried to save the burning crop. However, the fire destroyed about 80% of the crop. A complaint has been filed by Mahabir at Lamsang Police on the incident. Irandam Kanballub Ikal has appealed to all artists under its jurisdiction to refrain from participating in the ongoing Sangai festival. Addressing a press meet held today at its Lamboikhul office, Ikal advisor Ningthukongjam Sanatomba announced its stance to support the decision taken by Kokomi and IDPs to boycott the Sangai festival. It further said that those artists who challenges the people's decision to boycott the Sangai festival and take part in a tourism festival will not be allowed to participate in the community program. Sanatomba also criticized the government of allegedly showing unequal treatment towards the Meitei and Kuki people, stating that displaced Kuki villagers from Chanung Chingmang have already been allowed to resettle in their original villages, while the displaced Meitei villages of Ikau, Dulai Thabi and Sadu Yengkuman and several locations under Kundrakpam Assembly constituency in Imphal East district are prevented from relocating to their original places. He further questioned whether the government is applying different laws in hills and valley.
Manipur government na tauge yauna tauriba laibak parja mayamna asumba lan lotion driba aduga IDP mayam ama mayum da hanjan driba asigumba matam sida harau kumai pangthoktana tauge yawba mata dongna tauriba se masigi mayokta akoi against akoi condemn tawi masi tobiganu masi topiu haiba wafam jiba thamjari masigumba yaningdeba khongchat pangthokpagi thobak thoram sida akoi civil society organization akoi koko minachingba IDP singna chatharak thabak thoram mayam da yaningdeba thobak thoram mayam sida akoi ikal gil lejariba voluntary singna akan mamong la support tawgani loina na asigumba sangai gi festival asida art and culture gi akoi gi artist singna asigumba sangai festival asida saruk yabiganu karigumba masida akoina hajariba wafam sida thoi sita dana karigumba yawba tawramba targa de madu akogi masa na madugi daita pujagadamni madugi makha tarakpa sangai festival loirba matungda makoina makogi thabak thoram kayada akoina madu thingjaniyani haiba wafam jisu thamjari.
And it's time for a short break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV.
Zina Emporium na London Masigi Ningol Singidamakta Akanana Pujarakli Rani Fulwak Lottery Lakli ba December Gitang Tara Mangada Imphal East District New Second Traffic Point da Suksha Shoydana Pangthok Jaragani Lupa Sahum Kaktamo Piba Ticket Amatang Kapiraga London Masigi Ningol Simbu Sogat Poina Idam na Masigi Iyongi Pibu Balen na Masak Taklasi Pizariba GP number Asida Sel Tibiraga Madugi Screenshot Adu Number Asimaktada WhatsApp Ki Kutanga Tabiratuna Adongi Ticket Book to Biba Yagani Hena Akupa Morol Gidamag Mobile number 9233987901 natragana Zina Emporium gi social media gi handle singda contact tobiyo.
Welcome back, and in further news, security forces have arrested several cadres of different proscribed groups during the last 48 hours. In an incident, security forces arrested 3 cadres of RPF PLA from Kaishampat, Thogda Bhabuk Lekai. They are identified as 26-year-old Maibam Visham alias Toitweba of Yangung Popi Awang Lekai, 40-year-old Soyam Bungo of Thamna Popi Makalekai, and 40-year-old Nongthumbam Sana Jaubo of Pukhong Naharu Makalekai. 1.32 pistol with 6 live rounds, 1 mobile phone, 1 4-wheeler vehicle, and some documents related to the finance department of RPF PLA have been recovered from their position. They are said to have been involved in extortions. Security forces also arrested 1 cadre of Pripak from Luang Sangbam area. The arrested person is identified as 36-year-old Laishram Kiran alias Kiran Kumar alias Roman alias Angamba of Murangkhuno Makalekai. He is said to have been involved in extortion activities in valley districts. In a separate incident, security forces arrested 1 Thingom Sana Machai aged 44 of Ithamawangalekai from his residence. 1 SLR rifle along with a magazine containing 12 rounds and 2 radio wireless sets were seized from his possession. Moirang MLA Thongam Shanti has unveiled a statue depicting Khamba capturing a bull at Ibudo Moirang Thangjing Laikolnu. The statue is dedicated by family members of Salam Ibo Choba Singh and Konjangbam Biren, and the statue is crafted by KSM Fine Arts. Salam Ibo Choba Singh, retired principal A. Surachandra Phairimbam Khaba of Ingu Phamnaiba Cherap Loisang, president of Moirang Thangjing Yagyurel Marup, Nodia Ngangoicha, and Sahitya Academy awardee Salam Tomba graced the statue unveiling ceremony. Speaking on the sideline, MLA Thongam Shanti expressed confidence that the newly unveiled statue will help coming generations about the uniqueness of Moirang Kanglerol and love story of Khamba and Thoibi.
Manipuri Prasada, Langai Samam Nagalera, Kambana, Karabaido, the Ipopata, Pau Pagi, Yahdo, Badi, Asimo Satum, Sumaida, Togore, Badula, Manipur Prasada, Langai Samam Nagalera, Nasi Sumava, Muti Sida, Vitam Sida, Nasi, Manipur Prasada, so either Masaka, many and Azam, and Manipur Prasada,
A joint team of Thobal Forest Range and Kaching Forest Range carried out a drive against bird traps and nets at Thobal district's Lilonganglo Lokol and managed to seize about 80 bird traps during the drive. The joint team was led by Range Officer Dinesh Chandra Salam and Sundar Huidrom and carried out under the supervision of Thobal Forest Division DFO Dr. Leshangthem Jisili. Speaking on the sidelines of the drive, Beat Officer of Maya Kethel Beat Office L. Samananda informed that people who are found guilty of hunting birds can be penalized under provisions of Indian Forest Act 1927. Dhanamanjuri University DMU organized a special lecture program to commemorate the centenary of the Association of Indian Universities AIU at GP Women's College, Imphal. The event was attended by DMU Vice Chancellor Professor W. Chand Babu, GP Women's College Principal Professor L. Rajan, Manipur University of Culture Vice Chancellor Professor Paunam Gunindro and AIU Joint Secretary Dr. Alok Kumar Mishra. Speaking in this regard, Chand Babu highlighted that the event aligned with India's vision to become a developed nation by 2047 while emphasizing the role of higher education in achieving this goal. He added that universities across the country are associated with AIU and international universities are also seeking membership.
Education system to the Karamaina, India, 2047, the world leader at the developed nation, Karam field the Karam area, the role, Larokadorige, at the education system to the Karamana will transform Torokadorige, the Karamana Tawansige, at the Bharatiya Gyan Parampara or Indian knowledge system, Habiti Manipur, the Su Ladiba, traditional knowledge, Mayam Lady, city traditional knowledge, Mayamsi, academic curriculum, Yahol Latana, policy making, the Masimamsi, involved Toholatana, Aduga Marilina skills, a preserve Togana, protect Togana, at the sharpen Togana. ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯌꯨꯠ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤ ꯀꯔꯝꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯍꯟꯁꯤꯒꯦ ꯃꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯗꯤꯁꯤꯖꯟ ꯃꯦꯀꯤꯡꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯄꯣꯖ ꯑꯦꯟꯇꯔꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯅꯣꯔꯤꯌꯦꯜ ꯑꯦꯛꯇꯤꯚꯤꯇꯤꯁꯇ ꯑꯗꯨꯗ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯀꯣꯅꯣꯃꯤꯛ ꯗꯦꯕꯂꯞꯃꯦꯟꯇ ꯃꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯒ ꯀꯔꯝꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯗꯅ ꯑꯍꯣꯡꯕ ꯑꯐꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯄꯨꯔꯛꯁꯤꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛ ꯗꯤꯁꯀꯁꯟꯁꯤꯗ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯁꯤ
Fifth edition of Pelican 2025, an international conference on palliative care under the theme Every Life Matters, Universal Access to Palliative Care, was organized at Jennings Auditorium today. The conference was organized by Palliative Care Society Imphal PCSI in collaboration with National Program for Palliative Care and National Health Mission Government of Manipur. The program was attended by Manipur Health Services Director Dr. N. Hemant Kumar, Jennings Director Dr. Longjam Usharani and PCSI President Dr. Jugendra Sorokhaibam as key dignitaries. A souvenir related to the event was also released. Speaking on the occasion, Manipur Health Services Director Dr. N. Hemant Kumar said that state government is planning to install special treatment facilities for palliative care in district hospitals with dedicated trauma center, ICU, teleconsultation and digital services. He emphasized the importance of caring for elder people with serious ailments by providing relief from symptoms and curative medicine using modern healthcare systems.
Our health system is evolving into an integration of our health system to support palliative care. The state has continued to expand the district level critical care infrastructures, the trauma center and ICUs, teleconsultations and the digital health platforms, comprehensive NCD clinics, the cancer screening and early detection services, the community health and wellness centers. Together with this strengthen our ability to deliver the advanced, compassionate and accessible health care.
In a first ever franchise, Institute of Town Planners India (ITPI) organized Northeast Zonal Conference under the aegis of Town Planning Government of Manipur at Classic Grande in Chingmerong. The conference deliberated under the themes of strengthening regulatory compliance and sustainable urban development, prioritizing non-motorized transport (NMT), walking and cycling, and urban resilience to climate extremes, mitigation and adaptation strategies. The conference was attended by ITPI Council Member Town Planner Nepram Geetkumar, ITPI New Delhi Secretary General Town Planner Jitendra L. Bhople, ITPI Vice President TPR S. Devender Reddy, ITPI President TPR Pradeep Kapoor, I beg your pardon, and Mahud Government of Manipur Principal Secretary R.K. Dinesh Singh, speaking on the themes in the technical sessions. Speaking on this occasion, Mahud Principal Secretary R.K. Dinesh said that urban Imphal Valley, being surrounded by 7 rings of hill ranges, though beautiful, comes with a unique set of challenges in town planning. He said that river basins draining in Loktak Lake have continued to cause annual flooding in Imphal Valley in the last 5 years. Citing the problem of air pollution, he highlighted that though Delhi remains heavily polluted, Manipur is not far behind. He said that due to the unique nature of its topography, a weather phenomenon known as temperature inversion occurs during winter, where the surface layer of cool air cannot rise above the layer of warm air, reversing the normal atmospheric trend and causing fog, smog, and buildup of pollutants. He added that with increasing population, urban sanitation, transport and infrastructure needs to be upgraded to town planning for a sustainable city.
Development has always been a very critical issue. Today we clean the area in the morning, in the evening it gets dirtied again. It's a never-ending story. That process repeats every day. Similar in the case of urban sanitation, sewerage. On top of this urban sprawl becomes worse and worse. The increasing population, the migration from the rural areas, and this annual increase of population leads to increasing burden on our infrastructure. And no matter how hard we try, we are always far behind in managing this, whether it is urban sanitation, urban sewerage, urban transport, all these issues. And so we are doubly glad that the best brains, the best people, in fact the Navaratna of our country are assembled here. It's a big opportunity for us in Manipur and the people in the northeast that we have all of you here to do some brainstorming.
And in today's weather report, according to ICAR Regional Center Imphal, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 25.4 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 15 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 92% in the morning and 49% in the evening. And that is all we have for now, but before we end, a quick look at the headlines once again. Kuki Human Rights Council demands 10 Kuki MLAs in Manipur to step down, says their resignations are necessary to push for separate administration demand. Movement of vehicles and commuters hindered along Mayai Lambi as Mayai Lambi Apunballub called for indefinite ban against non-repair of this crucial road. And Manipur police bus an illicit liquor factory in Phayeng arrests 7 individuals. And that's the end of this bulletin. But for latest news updates, keep watching SKTV.